corporate social responsibility arm of the cornerstone Barita companies, the Barita Foundation has as one of its key pillars health and well-being. And so our work in that area has led us to many, many, many stories of hope, of struggle, but of hope and of victory. And Shakera's story is one such story. We are just thrilled that we were able to be a part of this story and to make her second chance at life possible.
I had the two baby at Spanish Town Hospital. When I got the news that there's a 50 chance of them surviving, because they were small, one weighed a little over 1.5 pounds, and the next one around pound. So when they keep them in the hospital for 3 months, and when I get them, that's when she delivered the news. The doctor said one of them have a heart condition. They were saying that they're watching her to see if it was going to close up or not. Well, the hole in the heart closed up. And when the hole in the heart closed up, then I heard about the valve that is leaking. So I was going there they were trying to see if the valve was going to close up, but apparently not, it didn't.
Shakera was born with the mitral valve was not properly functional. She actually had a hole in the heart and the mitral valve, but the hole closed, as those 50% of all of ventricular septal defects. That's the hole between the two ventricles. But in her case, the mitral valve was also badly formed. So Shakera had deformity in the mitral valve also, besides the hole. And what that happens is when the heart contracts, blood, instead of all of it going forward into the aorta, pumping around the body, to pump the blood around the body, some of it back up into the lung. It would, one, create problems in the lung, creates problems in the lung by the backup of fluid there and prevent that from working so well. And it would also decrease the amount of blood that's flowing around the body at any one time. So she ends up not getting enough blood in the body itself and ends up with what we know as heart failure. So shortness of breath, a minimal activity, because if you can imagine, if you can't get enough blood around your body, you're going to not be able to cope with very much things. You start walking and suddenly you're out of breath because you can't get enough oxygen going to the tissues of the body. That's generally how it manifests, and these patients lead a very uncomfortable life. You know, they miss school a lot of times because they can't go to school because they're short of breath, because they can't do very much, they can't learn in class because they just feel really lousy. And you know, imagine, you know, when a lot of us we get colds and that kind of thing, it's bad and not so bad. These kids, when they get colds, they're more prone to get pneumonias, they're more prone to get infections in the lung, and they feel worse. They feel bad on a normal day. And when you get some kind of respiratory tract infection, they feel a whole heap worse.
With Shakera growing up with the heart condition, she couldn't do any activity. None at all, because she easily have short of breath. So she couldn't do no activity, none at all. They stopped her from school a lot. Because sometimes when she short of breath take her, sometimes I rush to private doctor. No doctor want to look at her because of her condition. As long as you tell them about the heart problem, it's really affected her with her other sister, because the other sister can do things that she can't do. So it's really affected her. Even Shakera became ill in February. She was coughing a lot. She was having a little fever, short of breath, getting worse. And I didn't know what to do. I take her to Bustamante Hospital. Then said she's her age, because stopped from she had 12. So I've been telling them that she was going there from baby. So I have to go to KPH. KPH, keep her for 3 days, send her out. When she come out, she's getting worse, coughing a lot and short of breath. I cried day and I cried night because I don't know what to do. That's when Barita stepped in.
So I think this success story involving Shakera and her successful heart surgery is a good one from several respects. Firstly, it's a life, and we basically saved a life. And there's no greater joy than to provide remedy to someone in distress, particularly when it's life-threatening. And from that respect, I think we all should be happy for her and feel proud of the effort. The second, I think, important lesson is the effort itself and how it came to be. Clearly, Barita has been a critical part through its foundation in donating $4 million of the $5 million that was required for this very important procedure, life-saving procedure. And then, of course, combined with the efforts of the Ministry of Health, the Jamaican government, who put $1 million, we were able to make it happen. And there's a very important message in that, or lesson in that. It speaks clearly to the entities involved. I mean, we are health, and that's our duty. And we are always happy when we do this, particularly for those who can least afford it. But it also speaks to partnership, public-private partnership. And in this case with Barita, a company that is demonstrating a social conscience, where there is an acceptance that life is not just about how much money you make. It's really about quality of life. It's really about sharing. It's really about enhancing community and community development. And that's the kind of message that we really want to get into the population's psychic. COVID has taught us that we rise or we fall together. And no matter what we have, if we are under threat, a health-related threat, it's going to impact all of us potentially. I really am pleased that Barita came on board to give support to Shakera. We're happy because, we can now spread what we have to more people, given that Barita has come on board and provided their support.
Thank God for Barita, because if it wasn't for Barita, Shakera wouldn't be here. So I really do thank you guys, I really do. Because I know if it weren't for you, oh my God. Shakera, she wouldn't be here. So I really do thank Barita and Cornerstone for what they have done. Barita stepped in and helped me to finance the hospital and the doctor and for the surgery to be done. So I give God thanks for Barita and Cornerstone. Thank you guys.
So the Cornerstone Barita companies that have combined their efforts through the foundation to provide this benefit, to my mind, has provided the perfect solution in saving the life of Shakera. So it's a great partnership. It's a partnership we want to see continue, and we want to recognize it and hopefully use it as an example for others to follow. So big up Cornerstone Barita and big up the partnership.
The Barita Foundation is so grateful to have been afforded an opportunity to be a part of Shakera's story and her journey. We thank everyone who played a role in ensuring that we were able to get to this point, and we wish for her all the very best in her future. We know she's going to have a very bright future, having had such a struggle growing up and now being given another opportunity to live life as a normal teenager. So we just really wish her all the very, very best. Thanks to our Cornerstone and Barita companies who have really displayed strong commitment to nation building by supporting health and well-being and making this very significant contribution towards Shakera's healthcare. So thanks again to everyone, and we just wish Shakera and her family all the very best.